And in Bulgaria, look at this. A 3-month-old baby bear is bottle fed by a zookeeper. Very nice. Some of this hour's hot shots. Pictures often worth 1,000 words. The New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg will be the first to say he's not running for president in 2008. But that's not quelling all the buzz that he may eventually decide to enter the race as an independent. Our Mary Snow certainly has her ear to the ground in New York. There's speculation galore, and there's some fuel adding to that speculation. What's the latest, Mary?
Well, Wolf, you know, just as the presidential campaign intensifies, so does the speculation. And when Mike Bloomberg makes high-profile public appearances, he can't seem to shake off the questions of a 2008 run.
I'm going to ask Al for an autograph afterwards.
When former Vice President Al Gore and New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg shared a stage at a film festival, Bloomberg couldn't resist poking fun at something else the two men share. Speculation they'll run in 2008.
Al, don't you just hate those rumors about running for president?
Those rumors followed Bloomberg to Mexico earlier this week.
Let me make it clear, I am not a candidate for president of the United States.
Right now he may be saying no, but this is a presidential year in which all bets are off.
NYU professor Mitchell Moss describes himself as a friend of Bloomberg. He makes no secret he wants the moderate Republican mayor to run as an independent candidate. And money isn't a problem. Bloomberg's estimated to be worth at least $5 billion. Political observers are keeping the speculation alive despite Bloomberg's objections.
He's got some political operatives who are looking at it pretty closely, so I know that they're paying attention, they're thinking about it.
The rumors about 08 seem to rise along with the high-profile issues Bloomberg takes on. For example, an ambitious environmental initiative for New York, teaming up with California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger to fight global warming, and a campaign leading U.S. mayors in a crackdown on illegal guns. Those around him say the fact he's a mayor not facing re-election frees him up to concentrate on issues he cares about. But those who keep tabs on politics say Bloomberg's mind could be changed, depending on the presidential nominees chosen.
If there's a very conservative Republican in that post, then it really opens the field for moderate Republicans and moderate Democrats alike to an independent race for Michael Bloomberg.
Political observers say what could close the door for a Bloomberg candidacy is if his predecessor and fellow New Yorker Rudy Giuliani becomes the Republican nominee. Wolf?
Thank you for that, Mary Snow in New York. Jack Cafferty is also in New York with the Cafferty File. Jack.
Bloomberg would be terrific as president. You know what I like about him is he's doing a good job as mayor, but when there's like a disaster or a problem, he stands up in front of the news media and he says, this is what we know and this is what we don't know, and I'm not going to pretend to tell you stuff that I don't know as though I actually know or will speculate. I know this, I don't know that, that's the information I have, and I'll get back to you when I have some more. He's a straight shooter, and I think he'd be good. Plus, you know, with $5 billion in his pocket, he wouldn't be on the take now, would he?
You know, and the other thing about Bloomberg, Jack, as you know, he's so rich, he doesn't need this. He could have just gone on and enjoyed his life. He's willing to work hard because he believes in public service.
No, I think he'd be a terrific candidate, and I think he'd make a good president. My opinion counts for absolutely nothing, but I live in this city, and I think he's a good mayor. Jim in Georgia, what's the question? Should lawyer visits with detainees at Guantanamo prison be limited? The administration has gone to a federal appeals court, and they want to clamp down on the access these people at Gitmo have to their attorneys. Jim writes from Savannah, Georgia, who's next? Limit visits to felons, child abusers, etc., just because we don't like them? Is there a Constitution or isn't there? Has anyone at the White House or DOJ ever read it? Did they all forget they swore to defend it? When do we get to send Bush and Cheney to Gitmo? Roxy in Minnesota, considering the outcome is life and death, detainees should have unlimited access to their lawyer. What's our government afraid of? That the detainees might get a fair trial? Dan in Des Moines, Jacko, I think they should allow these maggots to fly back to New York to meet with their lawyers. They could also visit what's left of the Trade Center for a touchy-feely moment with some Democrats. Ian in Vancouver, Mr. Cafferty, if Americans were being treated by another country the way the Bush administration is treating those being held at Guantanamo, there would be rioting in our streets demanding war to get them released. Terry in North Carolina, if that is what Bush and Gonzales think justice is, then that's how it should be. Who do you think you are to be questioning professional deciders and professional forgetters? And Sid in Danbury, Texas, most of the lawyers I know should be interned with the detainees. Wolf?
Jack, thank you for that. Jack Cafferty with the Cafferty File. To our viewers, you're in the Situation Room happening now. An act of defiance the White House likens to an act of defeat. The Senate passing a